What do you have when you take a horribly broken MC, even worse writing, and anime voice actors and put them all into the fantasy world? Well, you get the anime, The Hidden Dungeon Only I Can Enter. A 2021 fantasy anime that's about as dumb as they come. So as someone myself who has watched dozens of slop isekais and fantasies, why is this fantasy worse? Well, let's break down the first few episodes, because if I had to suffer through this, you're coming with me. This is Noir, and he just lost his job, and is flaming the absolute hell out of his dad for it.
What am I supposed to do now, shitty father?
I mean, Jesus Christ, Noir, if I start talking to my parents like that, I'd get my ass beat. Noir's sister suggests that he should maybe try to go for the Hero Academy instead of an actual job. Noir goes and takes a casual walk, since they didn't actually explain where he's going or why he's walking. And we meet one of our main heroines of the story, Emma. And I think her intro alone already says exactly what use she's gonna be to the story.
Hey there!
Anyways, they go and sit down somewhere at a park, and he goes and tells her about how he lost his job, which she is not very happy about, since she got the same job as him to go be with him. Besides that, though, she came over to talk to him about his ability. Noir's ability is what's it say here? Yeah, fuck it. Noir's ability is Google. He can literally look up where things are. He has the ability to look up everything about the world that he needs to know. The only downside to this power, however, is that he gets very bad headaches whenever he does use the ability. That's what Emma came here to talk about. Emma apparently said she found a solution to help Noir with those headaches. And what might you guys think the solution is? Well...
Duh, it's because kisses must have worked to ease his headaches. Of course.
What?
Even the MC was fucking lost with this one. So I think you guys are already getting a picture painted of how this anime could be a little fan servicey, but we are only at the tip of the iceberg with this stuff. Beyond this confusion, the MC decides to agree, and they decide to test out her theory. How, you may be asking? Well...
Hope you're ready this time.
Oh shit, main guy kisses one of the main girls already, first ep? This is like astounding how quickly we've gotten to this part already. Usually it takes a full 12 episode anime to get to this part. So I mean, they kissed, they figured it out, right? Well, I should mention, before this kiss, they didn't even try out the ability yet. So then he tries out the ability, which makes me wonder, why did we do this kiss in the first place? But besides that, they decided to kiss again, and they start getting a bit more passionate with it. I remember her saying specifically it would take a kiss, not multiple kisses. We were going full tongue action in here for no reason at all. This is in the first like 8 minutes of the anime, by the way, not including the intro. And what do you know? It actually worked, and his headache got relieved from it. Kissing really was the medicine, guys. Moving on, we enter this dungeon that he had found after using his ability when kissing Emma, and he enters a room with a girl there that's chained up in sleep. Well, he hears a voice telling him to touch her head. He touches her head and he gets a bunch of abilities, and she pretty much introduces herself as Olivia, this really strong hero adventurer person. Olivia pretty much tells him that he gave him her abilities and pretty much explains how to use them, and he got 3 main abilities. One ability to create abilities, one ability to edit abilities, and one ability to give abilities to somebody else. And yes, I'm not exaggerating too. He can create superpowers, edit superpowers, and give superpowers to other people. So pretty much he is a walking god. So now that you guys have a bit more of the exposition, let me start speeding through a bit more of the anime, because a lot of it's going to be a lot of filler and just doing different things, when I really want to just hit some of the main points here.
I'm not exactly, you know, into little kids though.
So the main character's got really good superpowers, but his superpowers are completely hinged off the concept of these things called life points, or LP as they call it in the anime. His LP are like points. You can use the points to create abilities and use abilities, but they are his life points, meaning if those points hit 0, he dies. And the way for him to gain these life points is through acts of pleasure. There's 3 ways that you can actually get them through these acts of pleasure: either lust, eating, or getting money. Now, I will say, in the anime, this is very clearly a very romantically heavy, very harem-ish anime, right? This is one where I would expect there to be a lot more lewd things, right? The amount of times where I was just thinking, if you don't want to just fuck the people, just eat a bunch, or just make money then. And he doesn't do that, made me so pressed. I mean, let's just go through a lot of the lewd moments here. There's obviously the first moment we just saw with him and Emma kissing. There's another moment with him and Emma when they're fighting this rabbit for a quest in episode 2, and he has to get some more LP to make Emma stronger to use his edit ability. And he starts licking Emma's ear, which I don't know if I can show. Then probably by far the most absurd one that I literally cannot show. In episode 3, he gets into the Hero Academy and we meet a teacher there. This teacher is trying to teach the class how to do this one ability. And she says whoever can learn the ability or whatever, she'll give a reward to. So of course, this man Noir goes and just gives himself the ability using some LP points or whatever. And you can already imagine what happens. Well, I don't think you can imagine what happens. Pretty much the teacher just decided to start grinding on him. Just started grinding on him in front of the entire class for a solid minute, from his crotch to all the way to his fucking face. I was so lost. I was lost. And you would think all these lewd acts, it's like, okay, his LP must be stacked. His LP, I think, only peaked near the end of the series at about 4,000 LP. If we're talking about like good abilities, high LP would be like 10,000 at the very minimum. He even peaked at 4,000 through the series. He had a bunch of girls he could have done things with, that would have been willing to, by the way, that he could have gotten LP from, but no. He could have eaten to get LP now. He could have made money or ran a business to get LP now. He just ended up staying weak. One honorable mention is the relationship with the sister, which, I mean, if it wasn't obvious from some of the clips that you did see of her, or from the one clip you did see of her when she's pressed up against him, there's a very clear brother complex going on there, which is interesting. Overall, it's very goon baity, but you know, I don't discriminate completely against goon bait, because I know some goon bait can actually have a decent plot. That's the thing. Some goon bait does have a decent plot. Personally, Data Live, for me, I liked Data Live. It's goon bait. I loved the show's plot though, like overall. I thought it was honestly pretty good plot. Was it not? Was it goon bait though? Yes, absolutely. It was 100% goon bait. But did I like the plot? Absolutely. I love the plot. I love the time travel aspect near the end. I loved how we had an origin spirit that was low-key evil. Like, I liked that. That was amazing. That was peak. This was not. This was just straight goon bait with no actual, like, plot or no actual logic to it. And again, you would think with goon bait, they would at least, like, put, like, this is the type of anime you would think they'd actually push having a lot more sexual acts in it. Yet they just didn't have as much to gain them LP. It made almost no sense. It's like they built an anime that was built to have just straight corn in it, and they just decided to just take out the corn, but keep the voice actors, but take out the corn, and then just run with it. And it just ended up with this. Like, I feel like it was structured completely differently, and then they just changed some stuff and made it more family friendly. Him having sex in this case would have made more sense. So I just don't understand why he does not, like, he ain't trying to lay anything. Because, like, if he did lay something, it would make sense. But in this case, it just doesn't make any sense. The MC is broken. His abilities suck. And it's the entire anime is based around goon bait. The anime itself was not very good. It was low-key trash, but was entertaining as hell if you're bored. So if you're bored and you just need a random ass anime to watch and just like make fun of, then this is the anime. This is it. Well, this was a video. If you guys enjoy this kind of video, then make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Just comment about your day if you want, or just about this anime. Make sure you guys go and join the Discord, and make sure you guys go sub to my gaming channel. All those links are in the description. You can join me in streams on Tuesdays and Fridays, so make sure you can join me there. And I will see you guys another time.